Hey everyone, welcome to Rev Games Academy. In this video, we'll be creating a health bar and score counter for your game. First, we will begin by setting up the health bar UI, and once that's done, we'll move on to creating a simple score counter. Finally, we will tie everything together with a simple script so everything works in sync across your game. Let's get started. So, let's kick things off with the health bar. Health bars are super important in games because they give players a quick visual of how much health they have left. For this, we'll be using Unity's UI slider. To start, go to your hierarchy window, right-click on the canvas, and create an image, and this will act as a background for your health bar. Then create new slider object by right-clicking the health bar background. Rename it to health bar so you know exactly what it is. Now, resize the health bar as per your requirement by adjusting the height and width. Next, let's make it look like a proper health bar. Select the background of the health bar and change the color to red. So red typically represents low health in most games, so that's what we'll use here. Next, let's customize the fill area. Set this to green since green will represent the player's full health. As the player loses health, the green part of the bar will shrink, giving them a visual cue of how much health is left. Since we don't need the handle part of the slider, go ahead and disable it. For the minimum value, set it to 0 in the health bar, which means no health left, and for the maximum value, set it to 100, which represents full health. This gives the health bar a range of 0 to 100, and the green bar will change as the player's health decreases. Now that we have our health bar set up, let's move on to making it dynamic with a script. Let's call this script Health Bar Controller. In this script, we'll start by setting the player's health to 100 and link it to the slider so the health bar updates automatically. Whenever the player's health changes, the health bar will update to reflect the new value. The health bar controller.cs script manages a player's health bar using a UI slider and Text Mesh Pro text. It imports necessary Unity libraries and defines health slider and health text, which are assigned in the Unity inspector. The script initializes current health to max health 100, ensures the slider's maximum value is set accordingly. The change health int amount method increases or decreases health while keeping it within valid limits using mathf.clamp, ensuring it never goes below 0 or above 100. The update health bar method updates both the slider and text to reflect the current health, while update health from slider float value ensures that if the slider is adjusted manually, the health value stays in sync. This script is attached to a UI game object in Unity, where the slider and text fields must be assigned in the inspector. And now see how the health bar works with script in it. All right, now let's set up the score counter. The score is another important element for showing the player's progress, whether they are completing tasks, defeating enemies, or hitting milestones. Having a score counter is essential for keeping the game fun and engaging. So first, let's create the score text. In the hierarchy, right-click on your canvas, then choose UI Select Text Mesh Pro if you prefer crisper text. Once that's done, rename this to Score Text. Next, you can also customize the font size, color, and alignment to make the score stand out. These options allow you to enhance readability and match the style of your game. After customizing the appearance, you need to position the score text on the screen. This can be done by adjusting the Rect Transform properties in the inspector. The Rect Transform allows you to set the exact placement, size, and anchoring of the text element. A common choice is placing the score in the top left or top right corners, as players are used to looking there for game stats. However, feel free to position it wherever it best suits your game's design. Experiment with different placements to ensure it's visible and doesn't obstruct gameplay elements. To create another text field for displaying the score count, add a new UI text element by right-clicking in the hierarchy and selecting UI, then Text Mesh Pro. Rename it to Score Count Text for clarity. Customize its font size, color, and alignment in the inspector for better visibility. Then adjust its position using the rect transform properties, placing it near the main score text. Finally, link it to a script to update dynamically based on the player's score, ensuring real-time updates during gameplay. Now, we'll need to manage the actual score. For this, we'll create a simple script called Score Manager. In the script, we'll create a variable to store the score and write a function to update the score whenever the player earns points. So, every time the player completes an action, defeats an enemy, or reaches a goal, we'll call this function to add points to their score. And the best part? When the score changes, the script will automatically update the score text on the screen, so the player always sees their current score in real time. Let's see the script. The Score Manager script manages and updates the player's score in Unity. It imports Unity Engine, System.Collections, System.Collections.Generic, and TM Pro for handling Text Mesh Pro UI elements. Inside the Score Manager class, a public TMP text score text variable references the UI text element, and a private int score equals 0 tracks the player's score. In Start Update Score Text initializes the score display. The Add Score Int Points method increases the score and updates the UI. Update Score Text sets the text to display the current score. This script should be attached to an empty game object, and score text must be assigned in the inspector by dragging the corresponding UI Text Mesh Pro element. And there you have it, a fully functional health bar and score counter for your game. With just a few steps, you've added 2 essential UI elements to enhance your game's user experience. Thanks for watching, and happy developing!